Hello, how's it going? It feels like a while since I've done a proper video. I've had a few personal issues with family, so I've been in and out of hospital, but it is kind of slightly resolved now. But that has put a bit of a spanner in the works, and I've kind of lacked a lot of motivation. And recently, with all my candle wax problems, supply chain issues and everything else, it just feels like I'm completely stagnating. I'm just treading water. I feel a bit lost at the moment. I spend most of my days looking at YouTube videos, looking at ways to make money, and I'm just cycling through some kind of weird procrastination period where I'm just looking for something to snap me out of what I'm doing. And this video is going to sound like a bit of a pity party, and that's not really my vibe, because if I was looking at me going, well, just shut the fuck up and just get on with it, do something, just start doing something, and then action will create more action and results, and I'm just not doing anything, and it's frustrating me. So this video is going to be just me talking to the camera, honestly, and just being a bit upfront. And I think what I've been struggling with the most at the moment is wax and candle making. For the life of me, I can't make a candle I'm happy with. I can't make a candle that smells good, and certainly not one that I'm happy to promote and just push forwards, because that's what it feels like. I'm just on the precipice now. I know what my customer base is, I know what my customer avatar is, I know who I want to sell to. I just can't make a candle that's good enough to want to sell. And it's literally doing me in. Whether or not I'm completely nose blind now, and I can't smell anything at all, or whether it's a combination of waxes I'm using, the fragrance oils I'm using just aren't good enough. It feels like I've spent well over £1,000 recently buying different waxes, different fragrance oils, different wicks, all sorts, and I just can't make any of it work. So whether or not candle making is for me, whether I'm destined to do something else, I don't know. It's just, yeah. Oh, where can I get some good light in here? We'll go back down here. It's just very frustrating. And I think anything in entrepreneurship is just frustrating. It is just a constant grind of going up. Oh yeah, sick. Oh, many problems. Oh, this isn't as easy as I thought. And then you overcome a few, then it's just up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's kind of where I'm at the minute. I feel like I'm in a proper rut. And all of my recent videos feel just a bit negative, like I'm not promoting or selling the art of candle making. It's just very difficult at the moment. And I think in the beginning when I first started, I didn't really give much of a crap about what I made. It sounds awful. I just thought, right, I'll just melt some wax, chuck some stuff in, I'll make a candle, bang in. And I think they turned out pretty good. I got quite a lot of good feedback. It's only when I delved into the sort of nuance of candle making and how temperatures and everything else affect it that I actually realised what I was making maybe wasn't as good, and I need to actually follow some rules. And then ever since I got down that rabbit hole, I've just been on a quest for perfection, and I just don't think I can quite attain what I want to attain. So I'm going to try something I didn't really want to try. I'm going to try some parasoy, see how that works out. I think after doing a lot of research, I think there's a lot of negativity around paraffin, and I don't think that's necessarily warranted. I think it's so refined now and so clean that I don't think paraffin causes a lot of those purported issues a lot of people talk about. I think some people can have reactions to paraffin, but I think they're quite rare. I think there's so many big candle brands that use sort of mineral waxes mixed with vegetable waxes, like every single big brand you can think of. So Joe Malone, Yankee Candles, just all the big fancy ones, all the ones in supermarkets, loads of the ones on Amazon, St. Evel, and like they're all using mineral based waxes cut with some kind of vegetable wax. So I'm going to give it a go. Like, I think that's the issue with natural products, soy waxes. They're just very finicky. I think certain fragrance oils work with them, certain ones do not, and I think I'm trying to force certain fragrance oils to work, and I'm just bashing my head against the wall, and it's just not happening. So we're going to give parasoy a go. I bought some Sasol paraffin vegetable wax. That's coming tomorrow, so we're going to give that a bit of a go. And I'm going to try it in candle tins. I have been, ever since I started, I've been just using these jars because they're quite cheap, they work really well. I just haven't really tried anything new, so I'm going to try some candle tins, like the little paint tins you get. So I'm just going to try something a little bit different and see how that takes off. Half the problem is when I'm doing it for Amazon is it's quite a lengthy process. So going from making the candle to then packaging it and putting everything in, it's like a lot of steps, so let me just start from the beginning. So make the candle, melt it all, wick it all, that's all done. Next step, make sure it's all nicely smooth, then label, more labels, and then I put it in a little bag, then I put it in a box, and I label that. It's all quite a lengthy process, which is fine, but I'm just wondering if I can simplify things. So when I bought a Saint Evil candle, one of those lovely candles you get in a tin from Cornwall, it just came literally in the tin, in a box on Amazon. There was really not much to it, and that was $15.99. So this got me thinking, am I just overcomplicating the processes with candle care cards and all this kind of stuff when really people just want a nice smelling candle? They don't want the faff. And I could go the extra effort and I can get a nice box and I can package it, but I might just give this a punt first. I'm going to have a go at making some parasoy candles in a tin with a lovely label and just shipping them straight to Amazon in the tin and see how that turns out. Just keep it super simple, because that's the bit I find tedious. The bits I don't like doing is all the labeling, all the extra bit, all the packaging, all those things. I like making the candles, I find that very fun, and I like creating the scents and I like creating the artwork. It's just the little the drudgery. But with everything there's a certain element of drudgery. Even making these videos, editing them and things like that, it's the least fun aspect for me, rather than just producing something creative. I guess overall the whole process is fun, but there's aspects to everything that are less fun. It's like these incense things I've got. So I bought a load of handmade incense, which is made in the UK, which is really cool. I'm really passionate about everything being made in the UK. And they were a great product. I just hate putting them in the tin, so I don't know what is wrong with me. I get these ideas, I get excited about it, and then when it comes to actually doing the hard bit, or the tedious bit, or the not fun bit, the dopamine wears down and I kind of go, oh, well, this isn't as fun as I thought it would be. Whereas these incense things, I've had a little look online, there's a bit of a gap in the market for like handmade incense. So I was going to do that, package it, lovely labels, get it all done. All I've got to do is buy it, put it in a tin, put it on a label, and just send it. But there's just some obstacle in me that doesn't want to necessarily do that. So whether it is just idea, cool, yeah, this is going to be amazing, I'm going to be a millionaire, and then it comes to actually doing it, I'm like, yeah, this isn't what I signed up for. This isn't as fun as actually just having that idea and the dopamine I get from it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Like I said, this isn't a pity party video, this is just an update, because my plan was to get this all going and I was going to really dive deep into making YouTube videos about candle making. But then once again I wonder if that's truly what I enjoy doing, like making these candle videos. Like I enjoy the process, I like making the candle videos, but I don't know, it's coming up with ideas and it feels like a lot of the videos I thought were quite good just haven't done as well as I wanted. And I know it's not all about metrics, but you put so much effort into certain things and you get a couple hundred views and you're like, oh man, am I just forcing something like against the universe that just isn't necessarily working? I don't know. Yeah. It just feels like I'm trying to force a fit with a lot of things, and maybe it's not naturally my calling or what I'm supposed to be doing. So just an update on what's going on in my brain and what's been happening. So I've really like wound down my candles at the moment because it doesn't feel like I can make a good one. So I haven't been pushing it, haven't sending more inventory into Amazon, whereas I was sending like 2 boxes a week and I was getting really on that and I was really quite happy with what I was doing. But then supply chain issues and a few other things, and me testing some of the candles, it just didn't feel like they were as good as what I wanted. Sometimes you could smell them, different rooms you could smell them. Maybe that's just the nature of candles. So yeah, I felt like I was on a good run, and now we've hit just a bit of a stump. So this isn't the end of the candle making or the YouTube journey, because it feels like I've made a lot of progress in the last sort of 6 months. It's just a bit of a stumbling block. So I thought I'd just get it all out of my head into the universe, so you lovely people at YouTube can listen to me whine about how things are not going the way I want. With that in mind, I've got the tins coming tomorrow, I've got the parasoy coming tomorrow, so we're going to give that a go and just see if I can make a candle that I'm truly happy with. I think that is what I want. Really, like, the eco-friendly benefits and stuff, I feel like it's all a bit of a waffle. Like all the soy farms and everything, it's all a lot of deforestation. Like how sustainable do we think everything is? It's all just a lot of words, I feel, with a lot of this stuff. And I think the paraffin wax, as horrible as petrol is, can't really escape it. Maybe not quite the point, but the paraffin wax is a byproduct of petrol anyway, so it's something that's wasted. It's all the sludge from the bottom, as lovely as that sounds. But if it makes a good smelling candle, and I think that's what people they really care about, is a good smelling candle, then I might have to sell out and try the old paraffin and see if I can make just a good smelling candle, and then go from there and continue with the marketing. And I think once I get a product that I'm like just content with and happy with, it's never going to be perfect. All I want is a good smelling candle. Then we'll move on from there. So that is where we're at the moment. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Don't feel sorry for me, because it is what it is. I think we all have these little moments in time. Everyone has a little stumbling block. Everyone has these sort of stagnation periods. I think life events don't help. I've sort of slipped out of my routine of exercising and getting up early and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping, I don't know, just being honest, I think helps being authentic and real, and people find that relatable, because there's so much stuff on like YouTube, Instagram, and these candle makers and everything. It's all just glorious rainbows, unicorns, and making lots of candles and making lots of money. So yeah, peace out. We'll see you in the next one, when things are probably a little bit better. Keep up with it. We'll get there one day.